Like most companies, we've had our fair share of employment issues. It's often difficult to find the right fit. That's why we first started dealing with Nova, and now 3 years on, still do. Sure, at the start, we're a little apprehensive about employing a person with a disability. The bottom line is Nova delivers the right person for the job. It's that simple.
And like us, they also prefer to focus on people's abilities.
If you're an employer seeking staff who can get the job done, visit novaemployment.com.au. It's a free service.
I'm the resource manager, or personnel manager then for NPL, where I do all the hiring. I was recruiting around the Sydney area looking for new merchandisers October last year. Nova approached me from an ad they saw in the local paper, which is where I then connected to Darren through Nova. He then put Christine forward to me, who turned out to be an excellent employee. She started off with us 1 day a week, and she's now at the stage where she's merchandising for us between 2 or 3 days a week, and doing very well.
I work for NPL, and I've been with NPL now for 10 months.
Darren being then the person that I believe placed Christine with us, followed up through into the stores. He was there for Christine's first shift. He's been there for training throughout. We've had a couple of extra functions that we've introduced into her role, which went into the ordering part of things, which she was a little bit nervous about. Darren was there to support that the whole way along. He assisted with that. He's met me in stores. We've had contact at different milestones in Christine's employment, as in when she would hit 10 weeks or 12 weeks, whatever it may be. I would meet up with Darren. We'd meet at store level. We'd then actually meet with Christine and Darren as well, or separately with Darren too. And if I was had any issues, he was always there available to sort anything out. We didn't have any issues with Christine. We just found that she just went from strength to strength and actually developed as she went along. It would have to be the follow-up, whereas the other one would place a person with me and have no contact after that. They would probably ring me to contact me to see if I had any other placements, any other jobs available, but they didn't actually follow up on an individual person to see how they were tracking and how they were going and if they needed anything else. That's the big difference.
And if there's any time that I have a problem at all, I can always just ring Darren. And he's like a good friend as well, because he, as I said, he's very supportive. He's there to listen to you. He's there to help in any way. And so that's where I found that if anyone needs any help like that, if they have a disability in any way, please think of Nova.
Yeah, I would have no hesitation in recommending Nova at all. The backup of Darren has been excellent. He was able to actually fit among the people he had available to pull from. He could find staff that were then suitable to exactly what I needed. It's communication. I mean, I told him exactly what I wanted, and he found the person that could fill those criteria perfectly. And I mean, there's no such thing as a person out there that is going to fit every criteria 100%. And it doesn't matter whether you come from a Nova with a disability type side of it or anybody else. At least they're honest and upfront about what's going on. And their support, I found, was just great, because it's just ongoing, continuous.
My first initial contact with Nova was probably around 4 years ago. I had a young fellow come in from Nova Employment. I gave him a start, and it's the best thing I've ever done. He's turned out to be one of my best workers. He does everything I ask of him, never takes time off, he's punctual, polite. I couldn't ask for a better worker. My second contact with Nova was just recently. David from Nova came in with Mark. Mark's came in for a truck driver's job. I gave him a start, again, knowing what Nova was like and their people. Again, Mark's turned out great. He's a good worker. He does everything I ask of him. Again, I recommend get somebody from Nova. They're terrific people.
We actually employ people that are profoundly deaf, or they have intellectual disabilities. That doesn't mean it's an inability for them to work. So we've never looked upon it like that. And I know, look, there's some people that are a little bit circumspect out there, and they have a disability. At no stage has it ever been not disclosed. We've always sat down and discussed what issues that young person has and how that might have an effect on what we want them to do. 9 out of 10 times we work around that, and we can come up with scenarios to give them that ability and that support.
I don't know, I just seem to pick them. They seem pretty good. So, and I have reading and writing problems, so they helped me there, helped me find a job that I really wanted to work at, and it's been a roller coaster, but now I'm on top of it.
The people at Nova, I've had contact now for over 3 years. I've been dealing with the company, and people leave the company's natural progression, but everybody that stepped in the roles had that same attitude that they're here to help, not just us as an employer, but the employee, because they want that employee to have that long-term stability, the long-term role. We've been employing people now. Clinton's has been in the community for over 60 years that we've been a company in this community, and we want to employ local people. We want to employ people that want that long-term vision, that want a job for the future. And with that association that we've had with Nova now for 3 years, it's been fantastic. And again, I think, as I said, the help is just always there. It's never a drama.
As a small business, it can be difficult finding good employees. At first, we were a little apprehensive about employing somebody with a disability, but it's been a good decision for us because Nova helped us find somebody hardworking and reliable. We like to focus on people's abilities. Nova's there to provide us with ongoing help and support.
If you're an employer seeking staff who can get the job done, visit novaemployment.com.au. It's a free service. At Nova, we focus on ability.